Hey guys, Verlis here, and today we're looking at Hawlucha. A lot of people have wanted him reviewed, and honestly, he's a pretty interesting Pokemon if you break it down. Luchador Hawk that can use a flying press move. That's pretty sweet, and it's the only move that is dual type in the game, and it's his signature move. So you do get coverage from it, even though, while it is a really awesome move, I don't see too many situations where it is the best move to have. Mostly because he gets the most of his use out of the Unburden ability. And he also does have a pretty good mold breaker as well, but everyone's been really liking the Unburden just because you don't have to put all that speed investment. You know, you can make him a little tankier, so I mean, if you put in that speed investment, he'll still be really fast, but not as fast as if Unburden gets going, and then you're sacrificing tankiness. So one thing that shows to work is Citrus Berry. When you have this much health and this many defenses, you're going to be a 2-hit KO, and you're going to survive in the yellow quite often from almost any strong-powered move. So even a super effective hit he can take fairly well, as long as it's not from an overly bulky Pokemon. So when you break that down, he's going to most likely drop below half, Citrus Berry pops, and now you have an Unburden and a super high damaging acrobatics, and that's pretty much what Hawlucha rolls on. If you wanted to do a more straightforward set, you could again just max out speed, have his attack, and just run him like that. So this is one way you could get his Unburden to proc, and then you have a super fast, super damagey high jump kick. Acrobatics is going to be right there doing a lot of damage, and you have an Encore setup. What makes this strategy work really well is he does have Swords Dance. So first turn Swords Dance. You're going to take that hit, Citrus Berry pops, and now you have twice as much speed, twice as much attack. So, you know, 500 attack and over 600 or over 600 attack or over 500 speed. You're going to be hurting a lot of things, especially because now your acrobatics base power is 110 before stab, and your high jump kick is 130. Which is why I feel that these two separately is better than having Flying Press combined. And then we have Encore. Say you use Swords Dance, and they use Swords Dance or something. Depending if you're faster than them, you could Encore them, lock them into some shenanigans, and then wear them down. Encore on Hawlucha, Encore on any Pokemon, can be terrifying if used correctly. You know, if you predict them so well with Encore, it shuts that Pokemon down and it allows you to set up. So while they're encored and stuck for 3 turns, it used to be 2 to 5, which was amazingly brutal, but 3 is still pretty fair. So I mean, now you're locked in a move for 3 turns, so that means you're either forcing the switch, or that gives you 2 Swords Dances and a cleanup move. It's pretty insane. Another way you can run a Hawlucha is instead of with Encore, or instead of any one of these moves, you could have Sky Attack. Sky Attack with Power Herb. Power Herb makes it to where 2-turn moves complete in 1 turn. So, Sky Attack, 140 base power, is going to immediately go off and have a 30% chance to flinch, as well as have a high crit ratio. It's a really strong move that has a really good dual purpose. So, Power Herb will then make your Unburden happen. You're going to get a monstrous hit first turn, and then you're free to do whatever you want. So, you can keep Swords Dance, you could have Encore here instead, and now you still have your speed and a lot of damage behind it, as well as that first monstrous move. So that's pretty much what I see in Hawlucha. He has a lot of just really good ways that if he can get his setup going, which isn't too hard at all, he can really start running away with some high damage, high speed moves, and it doesn't take too many shenanigans, too much to set up. It's just good to have. So Hawlucha is a strong Pokemon. Haven't really tried to make too much of him because a lot of people were really wanting him and I didn't want to screw it up too much. So this is what I found in him, and it's still pretty awesome. So hopefully you guys like this video, and hope you all have a nice day.